Private prison stocks found themselves in the slammer today. This after the Justice Department said it plans to end use of private prisons for federal inmates because they are less safe and less effective than those run by the government. That sent shares of Corrections Corp of America and Geo Group, two of the largest private prison companies, plunging. Diana Gosofsky has the details.
The Justice Department says it will end its use of private prisons, meaning their contracts for these controversial facilities would not be renewed. But why now?
What the research has shown for quite some time is that private for-profit prisons often cut corners on staffing and other basic services, and that's led to negative impacts on safety. So we see very high rates of assaults in these facilities. And so the decision today is one that we believe is very good and encouraging, and in some ways is long overdue.
The decision comes on the heels of a damning report released just last week by the DOJ's Office of Inspector General, which found that contract prisons were overall more dangerous and less efficient than comparable Bureau of Prisons facilities.
We found that in most key areas we looked at, these contract prisons had a higher rate of safety and security incidents.
What seems to be a recurring pattern.
In recent years, disturbances in several contract prisons resulted in extensive property damage, bodily injury, and even the death of a correctional officer.
According to the Inspector General, the Bureau of Prisons currently uses 14 contract prisons, housing 22,000 federal inmates, costing taxpayers more than $600 million per year, most of the inmates classified as low security. The Justice Department is calling this the first step in the process of reducing and ultimately ending the use of privately operated prisons. Experts we spoke with said they viewed this decision as part of a larger trend, the country pivoting away from mass incarceration. Others said although this is a blow to the private prison industry in the short term, the long-term impact remains unclear, especially because most prisons in the United States are operated not by federal, but by local and state governments. And of course, the next president could reverse the decision as well. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Dina Gosofsky.